Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. You thought I'd say it 3 times, didn't you? Not gonna do it. Well, hey there, friendships. Welcome back to Curtis' Corner. If you are new here, hi, I'm Curtis. This is my corner. I've got a new green screen. No more cut off limbs for me. Welcome to Movie Monday, where we talk all things movie and movie-related content. Now, this week, I'm here to talk to you about the new film, Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice. It is the new film by Tim Burton, the sequel to the 1989 classic Beetlejuice, both starring Michael Keaton as the titular character, Winona Ryder returning as Lydia Deetz, and Catherine O'Hara returning as Delia Deetz. This film also brings on Jenna Ortega, Willem Dafoe, and Monica Bellucci into the world of the undead. So, if you are interested in hearing my thoughts and my opinions on this film, then keep on watching. Before we jump into things, make sure you like this video if you like movie-related content. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for weekly videos and hit that notification bell so you know when I post a brand new video. Be sure to hop on over to Patreon using the link below. For $1, you get early access to all of my videos, behind the scenes and unedited video content, as well as choosing what my next video should be. So click that link, join the friend zone. But for now, let's just jump into this review. Beetlejuice is the long-awaited sequel to the 1989 classic of the singular name. The atmosphere of the film is very much the same. Dreary and gothic with some added quirkiness. The nostalgic feeling of being thrown back into this world comes rushing at you, and you can't help but just smile when watching the film. Michael Keaton as Beetlejuice is always fantastic. He brings the disgusting charm we all hate to love back to the forefront, as if nothing changed and no time went by. Now, there are moments where I think he could have gone a bit further with his performance, but Beetlejuice is very much still an enjoyable character to watch perform his antics. Winona Ryder's performance as Lydia Deetz comes off as very realistic to what her character's traits were from the first film. The trauma she endured through the event of the first film are showcased here in this one, and she needs to work through them in order to overcome her life struggles, rekindle relationships with her family, and just grow stronger independently by the end of the film. Catherine O'Hara as Delia Deetz was a very interesting choice. In fact, the way that she portrayed her character was probably my favorite part of the whole entire film. Now, while Keaton was great as Beetlejuice, O'Hara's performance as Delia kind of outshined him in some moments, especially with her comedic delivery. The performance she gave consistently reminded me of Moira Rose from Schitt's Creek. The loud, exasperated shouting, the quirky reactions, and the line deliveries were all very Moira-esque, just without the weird accent. Justin Theroux as Rory was an interesting character to have in this film, and that isn't exactly a great thing. His character came off as quite annoying and childish, with most of the jokes and lead-ups to punchlines falling rather flat. His character isn't that memorable, and I didn't find he presented any good push for our main character's growth. Jenna Ortega shines in her role, however, as Astrid. She is able to fit comfortably in this role and the world of these already established characters. Very seamlessly, I might add. Her character is very simply written, but the mannerisms and the emotions that she delivers elevate her character to a more interesting level. There isn't too much growth with her character other than the glaringly obvious one that happens by the end. Willem Dafoe as Wolf Jackson was unimpressive. His character lacked any good charisma and uniqueness to match the rest of the characters in the film. The look of his death was giving very plastic Mr. Potato Head vibes. His mannerisms were very schlocky and not in a tongue-in-cheek sort of way. For someone that seemed to have been promised a good amount of screen time, his character ultimately seemed useless. And then we have Dolores, played by Monica Bellucci. Her character as the villain of the film was about as threatening as a marshmallow. Now, the design of the character looked absolutely fantastic, but the threat was comparable to a flunky for a level 1 boss in a video game set to beginner mode. In fact, Brock put up a greater challenge in Pokemon Yellow version than what Dolores did. The story of the film was pretty simple. There wasn't a whole lot of meat to the bones of the story at all, just a girl who doesn't believe in ghosts and then argues with her mom, to changing it up and then believing that ghosts are real and rekindling her relationship. Now, there are some aspects of of the film that are interesting, but those usually are from more of a visual standpoint rather than a storytelling one. For example, the effects, for the most part, I love. While none realistic at all, the charm of the visuals from the first film were replicated in this film, aside from some shoddy CGI when meeting Dolores. I really loved how they continued utilizing the stop motion effect, especially for the sandworm attacks. Both the stop motion and the practical effects used throughout the entire film added to the cartoonish atmosphere this film and its predecessor has in its heart. As for the score, Danny Elfman is back at it with both original and updated sounds of the classic soundtrack, plus some more tunes to add and entertain. However, one aspect, both scene and score, that I wasn't too keen on was the musical number that they added. Like the first, with the whole Day-O dinner party scene done to utter perfection, this film tries to replicate that magic, but falls short on both the song choice and with the length of the scene using it. So, with all of that being said, I'm going to give Beetlejuice a B+. It's quirky and entertaining for the most part, but it's like an inflated balloon that slowly is losing air through a tiny hole. It's a fine watch that a theater experience definitely helps elevate the more enjoyable factors of the film, and I would actually welcome a third film to end off the story of all of these characters and tuck them in for a nice long sleep in the afterlife. Hopefully you enjoyed my review. If you did, make sure you like the video. Also, please subscribe to my channel for weekly videos and hit that little notification bell so you know when I post a brand new video, because if you don't, how else are you gonna know? You won't. That's how. So do it. Again, please join the Patreon below to get early access to all of my videos, which are uploaded raw and uncut for your behind-the-scenes viewing pleasure, as well as getting to offer some suggestions on what kind of videos I should post. Your name will be mentioned if your idea is chosen. Thank you for watching my review. I really appreciate all of you who do watch my videos. I will see everyone in the next one. But until then, goodbye, friendships.